This demonstration we'll have a look at how we can configure transport settings on Exchange server. So I'll come to my Exchange server, come to the Exchange management shell, and all we're going to do at this point here is a get-transport config. We'll hit the enter key. That'll then give us some information. So the things that we're really interested in here, if we have a look down here, so what we're looking for is at this point here, what we've got is we've got the internal max message attachment size, currently 10 meg. If we scroll down a bit further here as well, we've got the maximum receive size, currently 10 meg. What we've also got as well is got the maximum recipients, 500. And what we've also got as well, if we scroll down a bit further, we've also got the maximum send size as well. So those are what we would consider to be the important settings. So we can see exactly the size of the email messages that we can send and receive and the maximum number of recipients. We've also as well got the maximum attachment size at this point here. Now we can set any of these by using the set-transport config and then specifying which setting it is we want to change. So those are the settings in place. So what we'll do is we'll just clear the screen off. What we'll do is we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll do a get-transport config. But this time what we're going to do here is we're just going to format the list. What we're going to do at this point here is we'll just do a star, max star. And then what we'll do is we'll hit the enter key again. And what this is showing me is the maximums. And we've done that by using the star, max star, and we're formatting the list. So we can take the information we had from the get-transport config and we can look at it in a slightly summarized way. Right, the next thing we'll do here is we'll actually set the maximum send size and the maximum receive size to be 20 megabytes. So we'll just clear the screen off again, just make it a little bit easier to read. We'll then just issue the commandlet to allow us to set these transport config settings. I'm going to set my transport config, maximum send size to be 20 meg, maximum receive size to also be 20 meg. And all we'll do at this point here, hit the enter key. And we've now changed the maximum send size and the maximum receive size. We can also manage, through the Exchange Admin Center, we can also as well manage our transport. So we can do that by coming into the Exchange Admin Center. Then in the Exchange Admin Center, we can click on Mail Flow. Within Mail Flow, what we've got here is we've got our receive connectors and we've also got our send connectors. So if we go for the receive connector, the receive connectors are what we receive mail to or through. So what we can see here is we can see the client front end receive connector. So if we just edit the settings on the connector, what we have, won't bother showing that message again. On the general page here, we can see general information relating to the receive connector. We can see the protocol logging. We see it's currently enabled. We can see the maximum receive message size in the case of this connector, maximum local hop count, maximum hop count altogether. We can have a look at the security. So we can specify things like transport layer security, make it a bit more secure, specify whether we're going to use basic authentication, integrate Windows authentication, Exchange server, externally secured, and we can also specify as well the permission groups. So if we're receiving email from the internet, we may require anonymous users set up so that we can authenticate to mail from the internet. Scoping tab, all we're saying here is what do we want to actually apply this to. We're saying we're going to apply it to all IP addresses and we're going to specify it on port 587 for the client connector. So select cancel. We've also got a more options tab here. So if we just go for the more options, this shows us our organizational transport settings. So in these organizational settings, we can see the maximum number of recipients, so that was the envelope. We can see the maximum receive and maximum send that we've modified because we modified them to 20 meg through Exchange Management Shell. We can see the safety net used for actually retransmitting mail that might have got lost. And then what we've got here is we've got delivery. So at this point here, we can see any DSN codes we want to put in place. And as a best practice for internet mail, we should always specify a postmaster. So I'll specify mine as postmaster@datum.com. And then what we'll do, select our save button. And that's the end of this demonstration. Thank you.